going to jump right into it today with the Hesili Original Series 1 in Timeless Blue. Hesili is a new brand based out of New York. However, all of their watches are made in Switzerland and bear the Swiss-made text at the bottom of the dial. While microbrand dive watches are still popular, fixed-bezel sports watches are making a comeback. These watches are often smaller in case size and thickness, offering a different wearing experience than the chunky dive watches we're all used to. The Original Series 1 isn't aiming to please the crowd looking for 36mm watches, as it packs in plenty of wrist presence with its matching style. The Original Series 1 comes in at 40mm wide, 48.5mm lug to lug, but with a wrist to crystal measurement of only 9.5mm, the watch takes up some real estate on the wrist without overwhelming the wearer. The lugs flare out before tucking themselves back in as they reach the strap, which gives the case an extremely elegant look. Wrist presence and elegance together is a hard trick to pull off. 40mm is above what most people consider the top end for a dress watch, but the Original Series 1 feels like it dances a fine line between dress and sport. There are lots of polish and gloss to give it that dressy vibe, but it still has a touch of aggressiveness to fit into the sports watch category. The dial of this watch is what originally intrigued me and made me want to check one out. The numerals are present in all of the non-cardinal positions, and their elegant font classes up the dial. They look fantastic from almost any angle and provide a soft contrast to the Alpha-style hands. Flanking the markers is a railroad-style minute track. This keeps the dial functional without overcomplicating it. If the Original Series 1 was going for functional minimalism, they nailed it. There is nothing worse than minimalism that leaves the watch looking dull, but with the addition of a simple minute track, a much-needed visual element is present. The simple yet effective design cues are carried over from the dial to the case. It is easy to slap an NH movement in a watch with a minimal dial, call it a day, and watch the money roll in. But when you do that, you often sacrifice case design and comfort. The Original Series 1 is using an STP-111, which allowed them to thin out the case. This makes the watch comfortable and also reduces the perceived size of the watch. It contours against the wrist. With the turn down in the lugs, it barely pops off the wrist. I'm happy watches like the Original Series 1 exist. We're starting to lose some much-needed variety in the microbrand watch world with the onslaught of dive watches and field watches out there. Watches like this give us options. You can have dive watches taking up the majority of your watch box, but an elegant-looking watch like the Original Series 1 will always get the call, as long as you're not going to the beach. Hesili put care into designing this watch, and it shows. The clean dial layout and excellent case really show they wanted to come out with their guns blazing. Thanks for checking out the video review of the Hesili Original Series 1. For the full written review, head over to watchclicker.com. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe.